Welcome back in, JT White sitting down once again for Life in Color for what is, I promise, the last time you will see reps on Life in Color. This is reps round 3 with my main man Jordan, plays guitar, and it's only because Mike, the bassist, doesn't have tattoos.
Yeah, Mike has one tattoo.
One tattoo? Okay.
Mike has one tattoo. It's our old band name, ironically.
That's awesome.
On the back of his arm.
Now, I do ask, what was the old band name?
We were called Storm the Bay.
That's right, okay.
Yeah.
See, I should have known that.
I mean, I guess not. It's not required.
Cool. Anyway, so today we're talking tattoos. So I know, you guys are also right now in the process of recording as well. Anything you can talk about that?
Yeah, we're right in the process. I mean, this is our studio / practice space. It's not much, but it works.
It's home.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of it right now. So
nice.
Yeah.
Just kind of personal curiosity. How many tracks this time?
We're doing 5 songs.
5 songs? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So it's an EP.
All right, awesome, cool. Definitely be on the lookout for that. So anyways, that all aside, like I said, we're talking tattoos today. So which one was your first one? Just jump right
my first tattoo was actually tattoos when I turned 18. I don't know if you could see. They were my grandparents' names on my wrists, actually. When I turned 18, both my grandparents on my mom's side passed away when I was in high school. So I thought, it'd be kind of a way to honor them and stuff. They kind of helped raise me and very close to me. So yeah, their names Rita and Francesco. I got on my wrist.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, off the boat Italians.
Nice. Now where'd you go from there?
Oh man. I think I went to White Tiger.
Okay.
Over on Ridge Road there in Greece.
Okay.
Which is, I think it's still there. I know that there's one in Webster now, but I don't remember who did it.
No. Okay.
Or actually, no. You know what? I think I went to Physical Graffiti. That's the place I went. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if that place is still around anymore.
I don't think so.
Maybe not.
Sure. I don't know.
But I mean, that was about 10 years ago. So I mean, that's the only place I knew of at the time. And one of the guys there, I just walked in and I was just like, I just want some names on my wrist.
Just like that too.
Just like that. I'm like dopey ass high school self. And I remember going to school the next day thinking I was so cool.
Right.
Because I had tattoos and they were like legit. Wrist. Also, quite the spot to get your first tattoo on.
Right.
That sucked. Yeah, I still remember. So that was that.
Nice. And then where did I just have to ask, now what did the family think when all of a sudden you have these 2 little tattoos on your wrist? What did the family think?
They were fine. My dad has tattoos. My mom kind of, it was her parents, so it was kind of, they let the first one slide. They thought it was like appropriate and cool. After that, they kind of, well, my mom at least, always, you really need another one? Yes, pretty much.
Always need more. There's room, you always need more. So anyways, what was your next one? Where'd you go?
I think the next one I got, probably the one on the back of my leg.
Okay.
You could probably see it. It's in this. It's actually a Celtic cross.
Oh, okay.
And it says Athair on it, which is Gaelic for father. And my dad actually got the same thing with Mick, which is son, obviously.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of got pseudo matching tattoos.
Nice, sir.
Yeah, because he's Irish. So that was that.
Yeah.
And then I kind of started getting spotty ones for a while, just kind of random places to fill up. I want to say the next one I got after that, I got the guitar tattooed on my arm. It was kind of funny. It's if you can see, it's lime green Gibson SG, which I actually have one of these.
Nice.
It's not green, however. It's a natural finish. But yeah, I got this before I even owned an SG.
Okay.
I don't even know why. I just think kind of classic rock and roll guitar. I think of like Angus Young and Tony Iommi. Derek Trucks too, all great players, and they all play SGs. So I just thought that'd be kind of cool, and it's like kind of looks like on a stage, got a bunch of smoke around it with the lights and some notes around it. And then from there, this was done by Jet David Jetto over at Love Hate. Got this one probably about it's coming on 10 years too. Pretty close to barely 9-10 years. Jet did that, and then I kind of continued the sleeve off of that.
So how many hours do you think you're into if you kept track? Just
boy, just on my arm?
Yeah.
Man, a lot.
A lot, okay.
Yeah, a lot of sessions, because I'm not like, I'm kind of patient with it. I know some guys that would, they would do, 2 full sessions for a whole sleeve, and they're absolutely out of their minds. I just did mine piece by piece because money and,
Money.
It's kind of nice though, because like once it all comes together at the end, that whole process, it probably took me about maybe a year or 2.
Okay.
But the rest of it I got done by Eric Manhart. It was Lucky Lotus, but now I think he owns it. It's called Steadfast, and Lucky Lotus moved. It used to be on Monroe Avenue, but Steadfast is now there. And Eric kind of went off of what Jet had did. I told him, I kind of liked. I think Borat was kind of out at the time, so the old gypsy thing. So I was like, yeah. So I got a gypsy. It's kind of like got a veil over. It's showing like her teeth, kind of like a half skull kind of deal. And like music notes around the elbow, and then down here I got a skeleton. Another skeleton. Like skeleton Beethoven.
Okay, that's even better.
Yeah. You can see the hair.
Yep.
And he's got a gold tooth. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I had him throw a gold tooth in there. Why not? And then on the inside of my arm, I got a heart with some dude throwing up the fucking devil horns.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
Because fucking rock and roll. Yeah, kind of in a sun too. Yeah. I've had this sleeve for probably about completed for probably about maybe 7 or 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Haven't really done anything on this arm lately.
Yeah.
And then during that time, I got
started on the other side.
Yeah, started on the other side. This is the only other tattoo I have on this arm, other than my grandmother's name. I don't know if you can see that. It's octopus, kind of just giant squid, kind of more or less, kind of just sinking a ship, kind of like a portrait style. That was also done by Eric. Did all this too. Kind of got that because I don't know if you could see. When I was maybe 19, I went to this tattoo shop that I was living in Canandaigua at the time. There's a tattoo shop down the street. Well, not really down the street, but in Geneva, which is 15 minutes down the road.
Down the street.
Down the street. And they were giving out it was an opening day, and they were giving out free $50 tattoos. So I went and got this little jib tattooed on the inside, but it ended up getting infected.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it got real nasty. So after that, I got all that cleared. I decided to get this guy get it covered up because it just looked like a nasty brand. It was a scar. So you can't even really see it. It was like a little Chinese symbol.
Okay.
I hate to be stereotypical, but when you're young, you do
stupid stuff, yeah.
So those are my lesson.
After the arm, where did you go next on the leg?
Oh, my legs. I'll probably have to.
Or at least the one, if you want to talk about the one, because I know you showed a lot.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll start with this leg.
Okay.
I don't know if you can.
We'll get it. Don't worry.
If you can see it. So this one's kind of got some interesting stuff. This is kind of spotchy. I got our good old city emblem tattooed right on my shin.
Oh, how'd that feel?
Felt wonderful. This was the first one I got on my leg. It was just the symbol.
Okay.
I did it in my friend's apartment.
Great
for
place to get tattooed.
For $20. Needless to say, it didn't come out all that great. So I had my friend at the time, at the time, still a good friend of mine, Casey Diaz.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Of the Weight We Carry,
yeah.
actually, was just starting a tattoo, so he needed some guinea pigs. So I was like, hey, I need something that can use some fixing.
Right.
So he added the anchor and the all-seeing eye with the sun behind it. This is one of his older tattoos, so every time I go and get something done by him, he touches it up just to kind of update it a little bit.
Just a little,
so I just get my shin tattooed over and over and over again.
It's a beautiful place to get tattooed, right on the bone.
So Casey has actually done all the tattoos on my legs.
Okay.
Kind of weird that it's only saved my legs for him. He also did. I got our band logo tattooed on the side there. That's our mascot. He's our. We call him Llewellyn.
It's a he.
It's a he.
It's a he.
It's a he. I just got in there just because rep some motherfucker.
Gotta be reps and reps, right?
And then on the back, I got a little ode to one of my favorite bands of all time, Pantera.
There we go.
It says it's the skull with the screwdriver coming through it, kind of a tribute to their Far Beyond Driven, a little bit more, cartoon-esque than the actual, more than portrait style, because obviously the album cover looks a little different, but and it says Stronger Than All.
Nice.
In the back there.
Nice.
Casey did that too. We actually got that one done on, it was one of the, I want to say maybe like, I don't know, maybe like the 8 or 9 year anniversary of Dimebag's death.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was just kind of, I was driving, I was working one day and I heard it on the radio like, you know, oh, we remember Dimebag Darrell died nine years ago, and I was like, you know, I got to get a fucking tattoo because, I mean, as a guitar player, obviously, I mean, is wild and
Dimebag is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, his riffs are just absolutely still punishing to this day. That band is still the nastiest band to ever walk the earth. So I just thought it'd be cool, you know, they love those guys forever. So yeah, I just like called Casey up. I was like, hey, he's also a big Pantera guy, so I was like, hey, you know, it's anniversary of Dimebag's death. Let's do something. So we went and did that, and that was yeah, I'm glad. I like that one a lot. That one kind of stays true. And then so then I started working on this guy, which is also done by Casey. This one was kind of, you know, after he'd been tattooing a little bit more, so he really killed it, especially on the back. So like on the front here is kind of like you know, like a ghost, kind of like banshee almost looking kind of woman, just kind of hiding in this like moon sun thing. And down here I got my man Warwick Davis, aka the Leprechaun.
There we go, hell yeah.
Kind of touching my Celtic roots there. You know, match the cross on the back too. He's hugging a pot of gold because he doesn't want anyone to take it. This banshee's trying to get up in his shit. And then on the back, I got this, you kind of see, kind of like a werewolf looking thing holding a tomb. And I don't know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get after some of that gold too. But
any reason for him or no?
I just always liked werewolves.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a big Goosebumps fan, and I remember like one of the books and eventually movies that came out, Werewolf in Fever Swamp. That was like my jam. Yeah. So I just been obsessed with like werewolves for like ever. I kind of I don't have anything. I know you kind of set me up pretty big. I don't have anything on my torso. I don't have any like chest pieces or anything. My stomach's a little too big for stomach tat. Nothing on my back either. I guess.
So any future?
Yeah, actually, I have. I'm going big. In April, I'm getting my hand tat.
Oh,
a little what we call in the industry a job stopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, by actually getting a new artist too. You can see I got a few different artists. I kind of like switching it up, you know. Okay. All right. Having different art styles, you know. I think kind of looks cool. Also, you know, it's by my friend Beth Stanley Circoni, I think. She's married. I don't know if she knew Paul's last name, but yeah, Beth. I'm sure everyone knows who Beth is here in Rochester. She works over East Rochester at her shop. Yeah, she's gonna give me a nice little rose on my hand. I just had a daughter. Her name is Rose, so I figured that'd be pretty appropriate.
Just get it up on your neck.
Just kidding. I could probably get away with a hand tattoo, rather a neck tattattoo.
Not the neck, nope.
Not yet, at least. I have to kind of ease into it. Yeah. And then I was thinking about getting reps tattooed on my knuckles. There we go. Just fuck it. Just because. Just because. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got so far. I eventually do want to get obviously another sleeve, and I would like to get a cool chest piece. It's just probably I'm approaching 30 now, so I'll probably spend the bulk of my early 30s hopefully getting all that done. Yeah. There you go.
So, I said, are you looking for full bodysuit by the time you're gone, or
like a Yakuza? I mean, we'll see. I mean, I definitely want like a cool chest piece. I've always had this idea of like a Odyssey kind of theme. You know, like Homer's The Odyssey. If you're familiar, it's one of my like favorite stories, I guess. Technically it's like a poem, but I mean, it's just like one of the greatest, I think, like stories ever just printed on paper. Just the adventure and everything, that whole idea of like one man's struggle against all odds kind of deal. So kind of like a concept, something like a Cyclops or like sirens or, if you guys know the story, I'm sure there's a lot of elements.
I always just thought that just in general, just the old school like Romans, the old school like Greek just battles themselves would just always make amazing artwork.
Oh, sure.
And just,
very poetic in a way. Yeah, I'm a big fan of like Roman and Greek mythology and history too. So
what would you say to people going out and starting to get tattooed? Because I mean, now in even last probably 5 or 6 years, I mean, the tattoo industry has just blown up.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, you see everybody.
I know, my mom has a tattoo now.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
See, that was nice. My parents, they had them long before I was even old enough to think about them, so that was nice. So,
yeah. Well, I would think that my rule number or suggestion number 1 would always be go to a reputable, safe, clean artist or shop. Obviously, don't. I've made the mistake of
don't get them done in the basement.
Don't get them done in your friend's living room. And
do not do that.
Yes. Also, I guess like when you're, I guess if you're shopping around for artists, if you don't have anyone, like don't let price be a factor, because I found that typically, and this is typically, the more that you are paying for, the better the result. I mean, you're paying for that artist's time and creation and their work. So obviously, like, because someone's going to charge you $200, $300 for a tattoo, don't go to the guy who does it for $50, because it's probably unsafe and it's probably going to suck.
Yeah, and then you have to go to the person who would charge you $200 or $300 to fix it up.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you book an appointment, fucking stick with it. I can't tell you. No call, no show. I mean, I don't work like a job where that's a big thing, but I know that from them, I know that's a big thing.
Oh yeah.
When people no call, no show, that's kind of a huge.
It's disrespectful. Move. I mean, it's
So if you're gonna commit. And make sure that everything's kosher with that. I would also say make sure you know for sure what you want, because obviously it's on you forever. I kind of get some weird therapy out of getting tattooed. Kind of like I don't know. It's there's no feeling like it.
Yeah. I think it's because you are going in being like especially with me, a lot of it's been it has been a little bit of darker times, so that's for a reason. I put stuff on me to remind me that I'm not there anymore, and a lot of times it's just that whatever you want to call it, just being lifted off my shoulders for a reason. It's a weird feeling, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're totally right. It's just kind of like a reminder. Just kind of who you are, where you come from, where you've been, kind of deal.
Hence the Rochester logo.
Yeah. Me and about one out of every 2 people in Rochester has this tattoo shop somewhere.
Right.
So that's cool. I don't really know any other city that has like a logo. Like it's something that's identified. I remember when I got that tattooed, my aunt saw it. She's like, "Tell me you got the garbage logo tattooed on you." I'm like, well,
the garbage logo.
You're not wrong. It is, but I'm like, no, it's the Rochester symbol. I don't even. Is it the Rochester Star technically? I just call it the Rochester symbol.
I don't even know. It's just the Rochester logo.
The Rochester garbage logo. Is
it's the garbage logo. As always, man. Go support local music. Go support reps. These guys always put on an amazing show. I like to think so, anyways. Dude, I saw Colton go jumping off stage. So
he's our wild child. You guys remember the Wild Thornberries? Donnie. Yeah. I think he was voiced by Flea. That's kind of Colton. Everywhere, all the time. Yeah. And Colton's the youth in our band. I mean, Mike, Steve, and I are kind of old guys. I mean. Steve's like Animal from the Muppets, just hammer hands, all the time. But he's so gentle with those cars.
So he gets it out here, and then he's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. This is his release, and then he chills. But appreciate it, man.
Cool, yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys. My name is G28. That is Jordan. He's in reps. We'll see you later.